When you're collecting Soviet military, very often or not, you're going to come across these what's called tourist hats, which these are normal politicas with patches, pins, badges, and cockades all added to it. When the Soviet Union fell apart, it was pretty commonplace for people to take hats and all these massive amount of pins and other things and attach them and sell them to tourists. This one I actually bought for myself just so I could show it off to you, the history about them, but I also wanted to dissect it, take the parts, and sell it. Because that's what I do here at Covey Surplus. I sell military surplus and collectibles. So I'm going to show you actually how I priced everything on here before I bought it, and figured out if it was worth it to me, and then which ones are fake, which ones I'm going to keep. We're going to quickly go through and take it all apart and whatnot. So when I was looking at this, I looked at like 6 or 7 different of these hats on eBay when I decided to do this. First thing, you got to look at the Politica. This is actually the one with the red piping on top, which I believe notes higher rankings such as officers. But don't quote me on that. I'm still trying to research it. We had 3 patches on the one side. First thing you do want to check is see if if it's been sewed on or if it's been glued on. If it's been sewed on, that's good because that means you can rip up the sewing without damaging much of the hat. And then on the other side, most often than not, that's just pins on one side and patches on the other. They did this so that it would actually fit pretty easy on the table at the tourist markets. On the other side, we got several things. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 cockades. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 Politica cockades. We have, this is the top of a visor hat. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sports badges or pins. We got this pin, which is for the actual volunteer firefighter. We got what's called a Spotlight Leninist pin, which I can't quite remember the name of. We have a Germany and U.S. friendship pin. We have 2 brooches, which I don't know quite what I've seen plenty of these. I haven't figured out exactly what they're for. I don't remember what this one is for. Then we got these little pins right here actually for blood donors. And then we got 1, 2 tanker. These go on your collar tabs, and then this one is for the motorized rifle troop collar tab. So honestly, after I know quite a lot about these pins and badges, so when I saw this, I immediately could figure out exactly what they are. Normally, I'm going to keep this one, and I'm debating on keeping these 2 because these are harder to find. Honestly, all of these cockades are hard to find ones. This is a Ministry of Internal Affairs, or also the police. These are for a school, which I can't quite remember the name of, so I'll place it here. And then this is for the this, and then the sports pins. These are all, I believe, either youth or civilian. This one is, I think, military. It's not quite rare. I haven't had one of these before. So honestly, it's all pretty basic stuff. Normally, these cockades I would sell, since these are rare ones, I'd sell these for probably about $10 each. So the hat itself, if salvageable without too much damage, it is a size 57, and it has the piping on it. I'd probably sell it for anywhere from $25 to $30. Each of these is $10, so that's an extra $40. Each of these I'd probably sell anywhere from $3 to $5, probably like $5 for this, $3 for each of these. Probably $3 for these, as these are the older ones with the metal bands. So this one's probably this is actually a God's badge and it's fake. These I'm probably just I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. These are about $1 a piece. This is $5. This is about like 50 cents. This is about $5. So honestly, this I think when I priced this out, excluding, I thought this was original. It is not. So before I bought it, I priced it out. If I sold everything and then $5 per patch, it was like $130. Honestly, I'm going to keep a couple of these for myself. This is fake, so take probably about $100 altogether, and that's if the hat is in good condition enough to resell when I take it apart. And I bought this hat for $42 after shipping, so it's a pretty good deal. You can find these hats with these pins on them for about anywhere from $20 to $35, sometimes $45. Most of the other ones I saw were not really worth the price that they were asking based off of the items on it. This one was. So when you're looking for these, if you want to take them apart and resell them, just be warned, you may not be able to find these and be able to make a price. Sometimes you might get duped on them. I just got lucky in this case. Now I'm actually going to take apart everything off of here. We're going to leave the this cockade on here because it's in the correct position. And then I don't actually have my sewing splitter with me, so I'm not going to take these off today. But we're going to go ahead and take these all off. So Basically what we're looking for is looking to see how much damage there is on this side of the hat. So these bigger spikes like this are going to leave more noticeable marks. I am worried about when you look at little circular ones like this. Those are the ones you got to really be watching out for. And when I saw this, normally this will have a screwdriver on the back, and those will leave a pretty nasty hole, but this one is fake and it only has a pin, so this isn't going to leave too much damage. So I'm just going to quickly pull everything off of here. Back side. These ones are quite sharp on my fingers, actually. This one's not really wanting to come out. I think that one's going to leave one of the bigger holes here. Now you can just collect these and keep them as is, because while these are tourist things and meant to rip people off of money or sell stuff, they still are. They do still have quite a bit of history with them, and most of the time you have to make sure the pins are originals, because they put a lot of fakes on here. Pretty common, because the people back then didn't really care what they were selling; they just wanted to make money. So, trying to be careful with this one. This one's a little bent. There we go. Let's see. Put this one back together. Got in. Yep, here's another one. Kind of sharp. Probably should have used needle nose, but I'm impatient, so. It is interesting to see two different types of hooks for these collar tabs. I'm going to have to do some research to see which one, if both are originals or not, because you see one has the screw back and one has the pin back. So that's pretty interesting to see. I believe this is the last. I think there's two more ones I can get off this side, and then we'll have to switch sides. Yep, here's the last one right here. Now the majority of if you like these pins and you actually want to buy them, check out my website. I'm going to have these listed here shortly. I am making a collecting guide book on these sorts of pins, but it is not finished yet. This one's giving me some trouble. This one is actually, oh, it actually has a lock on it. That's kind of neat. Never seen that before. Yeah, that kind of locks in the pin. That's neat. I still don't know what that one is for. I will figure it out eventually. I have a whole box of stuff I'm still trying to sort, figure out what they are. So that one, these ones will just get thrown in there. I do have like 4 or 5 of these blood donor ones I need to get listed soon. Almost done. Alright, other than the patches, which I can't get today, these are all off, and you can see how much damage there kind of is. Lots of little tiny tufts and marks. Luckily there's not really much here that I need to sew. I don't think I'm going to actually sew any of this. I don't know if I'm going to sell this or keep it. I'll probably keep it since it's the first one with the red piping I have, but I do have several others coming, so if you like this, check out my website. But you can tell where the little holes were. It looks like they've marked little dots all over, and when I was looking at it, you could kind of tell at the original that they had it sort of actually pretty laid out evenly, and I think that before they put these together, they just put marks, little dots on where they wanted everything, so it laid out pretty evenly and easy to the eye. So yeah, that's the kind of damage you're going to see on these sorts of items. It's unfortunate, but it's actually pretty salvageable on this lot itself. So yeah, and there's all the pins we got. I'm probably going to keep a couple of these. I'm definitely going to sell this one. I'm debating on which one of these to keep, or if I should keep all of them. But this one is the only fake here. We got pretty lucky that time. Most of the time they sent a lot of fakes on there. I am concerned about these ones since they have the screwbacks, and I haven't seen screwbacks before. And I have one that's a pinback, which I don't know. I'll have to do some researching there. We got some older model with the thicker steel Politicum hats. This is pretty basic stuff. This is nice. This is East Germany and West Germany and America. This one's nice. This one's really nice. So yeah, that's how you take apart these tourist politicas. Eventually, I probably will have a short of me actually taking this apart, but you just want to be careful when you take the you get your little sewing thread splitter, and you just pop all these off, pull it off, and then pull each and every single little string out. And this should be pretty easy on the holes and whatnot. It looks like they machine sewed it and they kind of fucked it up a little bit right around here. Hopefully if they didn't glue it, yeah, it looks like they fucked it up and restarted here. Hopefully if they didn't glue it, there shouldn't be any damage. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. Check these out. You can find them pretty much everywhere on eBay. Usually they ask a little too much money, so be careful figuring it out. Each one is different. But yeah, if you want to get any of this stuff here, check it out at coveysupplies.com. I think I'll call it quits for that. We'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, don't eat too much cosmoline.